What's going on, guys? Blake Morse here for Week in Geek, and I'm here with my buddy Adam, and we are talking about Injustice: Gods Among Us. And I have been super stoked for this game ever since the announcement because I am a huge comic book nerd. And from the demo today, it seems that you guys are obviously comic book nerds as well.
Yeah, this is sort of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a video game about our favorite comics. So, yeah, it's a dream.
Like, so far, see, the thing with Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe is it felt like you guys were taking Mortal Kombat and toning it down to work with DC, and this feels more like you're taking DC and toning it up to work with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so this is it's designed from the ground up to be as close to the edge of teen as possible, so to the point where we didn't pass the first few times. So we wanted this to be a dark and gritty interpretation of the DC universe, to the point where the story starts off with a nuclear bomb killing everyone in Metropolis. So we're happy with where it's at.
Dude, that is brutal.
It is very brutal. Yeah, so it's that part is the comic book prequel that they did is a prequel to that story and the events that happened there.
Nice. Now, there's already a ton of information out about this game, and so let's talk about some of the stuff that you've been focusing on here. This was the first time I had seen the interaction with the environments.
Yeah. So every environment has an object, has multiple objects you can grab and play with, and just they're also often sort of comic book references. So in the case of one of the levels, you can grab and pick up Metallo and chuck him at somebody or jump off of Metallo. Every character interacts with these objects in different ways. They do different things depending on which character you use, and it's just a chance to completely try something new and fresh.
Beyond just being able to pick up and throw people, there's like some crazy cutscenes where you you showed Superman like punching the Joker through a ton of walls, and he ends up in a helicopter. The helicopter crash lands, and they like start brawling in the middle of like an airfield all of a sudden.
Yeah, so that one you saw was Stryker's Island. So you start out in the inside of the prison, and then you knock somebody through a wall and helicopter down to this sort of yard. So every level has two of these different stages built in, sometimes three in the case of Metropolis, and they all have custom, huge, over-the-top cinematic transitions to get between them that do a ton of damage.
Right, so earlier in the demo, you were showing off the Arkham Asylum level, and there were a ton of cameos from very obvious characters from the Rocksteady Batman Arkham universe. So you guys actually worked with NetherRealm in creating this level?
So yeah, so at NetherRealm, we actually had this amazing opportunity to work with Rocksteady on Arkham City. So because of that, we have a relationship with them, and we love those guys. They are so talented. So we asked to use some of the likenesses from Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. And so if you go into the Arkham Asylum level, it is chock full of characters and homages to that game.
Nice. You guys also were showing off the Star Labs today, and that struck me as interesting because like that kind of training mode has become kind of a standard. But you guys have like different objectives and things like that like I haven't seen in a fighting game before.
Yeah, we're really proud of it. So we have regular training that like it goes through the sequence of events to teach you how to play. Then Star Labs can help reinforce that training by doing some crazy, wacky, fun missions. So there's 240 missions, 10 per character. They all tell a story, and you get to do different wacky things, whether it be traditional fighting or there's a mission where the eye laser battle happens between Superman. There's issues where it's a third-person shooter type of thing. It's just we went crazy.
So they're like you just kind of pulled out all the stops, and it's like totally apparent, like watching the gameplay as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, we have been doing everything we can, working very long hours to make this the ultimate DC experience.
Nice. Now comics are episodic, and now with like the onset of DLC and things like that, these kind of mission packets is this something that you guys would like to do more of going forward, and kind of maybe get all the great story arcs of DC out there and maybe introduce them to new fans?
It's completely my dream. So it's an honest answer. We haven't actually started on any DLC for the missions or whatnot, but we would love to do it. I personally would like to see 10 Detective Chimp missions.
Oh yeah, you and me, we're all about Detective Chimp. Like I demanded it earlier.
Yes. We became best friends over Detective Chimp. So something like that. I mean, being able to show different characters or just different arcs, like you mentioned, would be awesome. So we'd love to.
The game is looking fantastic, though. There's like a ton more stuff that we could talk about, but you gotta get back to demos. I gotta get back to meetings. But when's Injustice gonna be launching?
April 16th in North America, April 19th in Europe.
All right. Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.